This video is sponsored by Devoom. What's up YouTube, and welcome to another draw along with me, where today we're going to create some pixel art. We're going to create a 64 by 64 grid canvas, and then we're going to create some really fun pixel design making this donut. Now, as always, there's links to everything you're going to need in the description down below. The canvas size is 64x64, but then we're also going to use a custom brush that I've made for you, and there's also a palette, of course, for today's design. Now, as always, be sure to share your designs with me over on Instagram. I look forward to seeing your finished designs. Thank you so much to Devoom for sponsoring today's video. And with all that said, let's get started. So once you've created your canvas, the first thing we want to do is make this really easy for us to do with the pixel effect. So what we'll do is, once you create your canvas, which of course is 64 by 64, we're going to go ahead and go up to our actions. We're going to go to drawing guide and we're going to turn that on. Now, if we edit the drawing guide, what we want to do is add a 2D grid, and we want to make sure our grid size down here is set to 1 pixel. The rest is totally up to you, but they are just basically how much you see the grid on the screen. So if I drop that down to maybe 10%, you'll be able to see it throughout the design, but it's roughly there as well. And then we'll hit done, and then you'll end up with this grid. Next, let's go ahead and add in the background. So we'll go to our colors and we'll grab this one here in the top left of the palette, and we'll drag it onto the screen, onto the empty layer. Then what we'll do is we'll go to our layers and create a new layer. We're going to go to our colors and we're going to grab the top color in the third column. We're going to go to our brush library, and for you it will be under imported right at the very bottom here, but you're going to need the dot line brush. Now the size of that is just always set to 20%, and you can see that if I zoom in, if I tap in some squares, I can fill them in perfectly with one singular row. But if I end up dropping my brush, for example, on 2 rows at the same time, the line in between, I'll fill them in at the same time. Meaning if I create like an arc like this, you're potentially going to fill in a few different pixels at the same time, some slightly thicker than others, but we will go ahead and utilize that where we need to. So if we zoom out just to take a look at our canvas, we're going to go ahead and draw in a horizontal line. So as best we can, it doesn't matter if it makes its way upwards slightly, you just want a horizontal line at the bottom there, just as the base of your donut. And then from one of those points, just create a curve and go all the way around till you get to something like this, and then just round off any corners you need to, filling in any sort of random pixels so that you can drag and drop the color into it, and then you can just nicely make sure that both sides are pretty identical. So I'm just going to round that off on the edge a little bit more and maybe just make it a little bit taller. So you just create a basic shape to start with until you end up with something a little bit like this, if not slightly taller, just so we've got some space to go ahead and just fill in the icing area. Now this is pixel art, so you do want it to look that little bit blockier, so you will end up with that blocky look at the top there. Next we'll go ahead and add in the pink layer for the icing. So we'll go to our colors. We're going to go ahead and grab this color here in the middle of the third column. We're going to go to our layers and create a new layer. We're going to use this as a guide for our icing. So we're going to go ahead and just basically mimic that top line, go all the way to the edges, mimicking that sort of top shape, trying to make sure it's nice and balanced. And then we're going to create sort of a wavy line here for the edge of the icing. So then we'll just come in from this edge here, we'll create a nice curvy line here for some nice rounded icing, and then we'll drag and drop the color into that space, and that'll be the top of your donut. Now you can, if you want to, maybe just make this a pixel wider at the top, just to show that the icing is a little bit thicker than the original shape. And then what we just need to do is make sure we add in the center of the donut. So we'll go to our layers once more and create another new layer. We'll go to our colors and we'll grab the top of the third column. And then just in the middle, as best we can, we're just going to go ahead and just draw in a just random ellipse basically in the middle, as best you can with that pixel aesthetic to it, a little something like this. If not, grab your cursor and just move it a slight bit down, tapping on your cursor when you're done. And you should end up with the basic shapes that we need now for the rest of our design. So now what we'll do is we'll start to add in the extra colors. So we'll go to our layers. Let's work on the top one that we've got here, the hold. We'll tap on it and alpha lock it. We'll go to our colors and we're going to go ahead and grab this color here. It's the top of the fourth column. And we will almost fill this in completely. So we'll block in this area here and maybe just sort of up to a third of that area there. We'll then go to our colors again and we'll grab the third color in that collection of sort of browns and oranges. So this color here, top of the fifth column. We'll darken up the inside here like so, just adding in a little bit of a shadow where it dips inside the actual donut area. And then we'll go to our colors and grab the final color, which is the fourth color in that sort of collection. And we'll just add in a row of darkness here where it drops right into the center of our donut there. So that's kind of what you want to try and achieve in that area. If we then go to our layers, we'll go down to the icing, we'll tap on the layer and we'll alpha lock it. And we'll start to add in some fun shadows and highlights. So we'll go to our colors. We'll first of all start with shadows like we should always do. So we'll go to the third color in that sort of middle area of pinks. So it is the middle color in the fifth column. And with this, we're going to go ahead and add in some little sort of areas of shadow. So the first thing I'm going to do is just add in a little bit of a shadow here where it rounds off. And then we'll add in a big shadow around this right hand side. So starting almost up here where your design starts to sort of curve round, we're going to just block in a big area here of shadow. And then we'll just run that up and just across a little bit like so. Maybe even just up and across like into this area here. We can always overlap it in a second with highlights, and maybe I'll just block this in a little bit more here too. What we'll also then do is the left hand side area of the hole in the middle. So we'll go round this edge here, round in this area, just creating the shadow where it slowly starts to dip inwards in towards the center of the donut, maybe even a little bit of a bigger shadow. So you kind of want to have a play with a few extra pixels. Then we'll go to our colors. So we want the middle color in the sixth column, and we'll start to introduce a darker shadow. So we'll go round our shadows again, basically just emphasizing the darkest area where the lighting is off to this right hand side is a little bit darker. So we're just going to go around here. We're going to go around the bottom of the icing, and then just a few pixels on the inside here will just give off that shadow. So I've added one up there, and then maybe just a few pixels in there like so. That will give you a nice big shadow. And then we'll go to our colors, and we're now going to move to this color. It's the middle color in the fourth column, and this is our highlight tone. So we can now add in a really nice highlight just off the left hand edge of our donut, around towards that top. And then what we'll also do is just run that down into the edge of the sort of icing here at the top. So we're overlapping a few of those pixels from the shadow. What we'll also do is just give our sort of icing a bit more of a nice white edge down here. So we're just going to add in a few pixels worth in this area here, just nicely adding in some nice brighter tones. We'll run that in a little bit more. And then just on the edge here, we'll just add a bit of a sort of reverb highlight. So we'll just go around this edge here, just round a tiny bit. Then what we'll also do is we'll add in a highlight on the edge of the bit here. So this edge here would be facing the light. So we're just going to introduce some nice highlight here and just run that into your shadows a tiny bit. So just maybe a 1 pixel row, not quite as heavy as a 2 pixel row. So a little highlight there on the inside of the donut, and you've now got that nice glossy look to it. I think we'll go back to our color here, the third color in those sort of pinks. And I just want to sort of bring in this edge here. So just want to just make that a little bit bigger and let that darker shadow just run in from the edge a bit more. And then even go back to my darker tone again and just bring in a tiny bit just beside our highlight there. Next, what we'll do is we'll go to our layers. We'll create a new layer. We'll add some sprinkles on the top. So we'll tap on this layer and we will go ahead and use the drawing assist. We'll go to our colors and we'll use the white here. So it's just the 7th column, the only color in it. And we're going to add some sprinkles. So we're going to go ahead and draw in a line here that's maybe 4 to 3 pixels. We'll do a white one over here too. So 3 pixels maybe. We'll add in another one here that's maybe 4. And another one over here on the right that's again maybe 3 to 4 pixels. So they're going to be some white sprinkles. You can maybe even add one at the top as well, maybe 2 or 3. Then let's go to our colors and grab the red just beside it. And we'll add in some more. Now these ones you kind of want to make diagonal, so you're going to want to tap in the squares a few times. We'll add in another one over here just on top of the edge of the icing is fine, maybe a 4. We'll move across into the gap here between these whites and maybe add in another one, so 1, 2, 3. And we'll add in another one here too, maybe a 3 across. And then we'll also add one here as well. And you want to make sure, again, you tap in the middle of the square. And we'll also create one up here too, with our final one just being a 2 just up there at the top. And then you should have added in some nice sprinkles all over the top of the donut. Next, let's add in some shadows for the sprinkles. So we'll go to our colors. We'll grab the third color in that collection of pinks. So it's the middle color in the fifth column. And then just beside each one of your sprinkles that you've added, to the right hand side, we're just going to add in basically a reflection of it. So I'm just tapping just to reflect that as a shadow. So you want to keep your shadows pretty minimal when it's pixel art. Something like this. Now over here, I'm going to go ahead and just tap in this bottom edge here and also here as well, just to add in a shadow because it's a horizontal one. It doesn't really match up perfectly. We'll add in some shadows on the edge of there, with maybe the odd one pointing down slightly. This white one here, we'll do the same as we did just a second ago. So these two here, and the same here for this one as well. Now this white one here, I'm not going to do a 4, I'm going to do a 3, just to sort of show that it does start to round off a bit more. Maybe just fill in these ones as well. At the top here, we'll kind of carry on that rule, so just underneath the far right edge and on the far right edge. Same for these ones up here too, because they're horizontal. And then when you zoom out, you also want to go all the way out to here. You can see how your donuts really come into life. But to me, when we add in the base here, it really will bring everything together. So we're going to go to our layers. We're going to go down to that layer for the base and tap on it, and we're going to alpha lock it, meaning we can't paint outside of it. We're going to go to our colors and we're going to grab the fourth color on that top row. And we're going to go ahead and go underneath our icing here, underneath that top edge completely. And then just around about this sort of point here, we're just going to scoop round and then fill in the whole right edge. So this is going to be a majority kind of color down here. I'm going to block that in a little bit more up here. And if not, just bring that round a tiny bit more towards that edge. Then when we switch our color, we're going to move it to the next tone across, which is the fifth color on that top row. We're going to start to emphasize some shadows in this right side. So I'm going to go across here. Again, you've only got a pixel space, so just make that work. So we're going to maybe go 1 pixel into 2 pixels and just block out this edge a bit more. So we're going to just come inside here. You don't have to be pixel perfect. All you want to do is just make sure you're kind of giving the impression of what you want to try and achieve, which is just darkening up this right hand edge a little bit more till you get something a bit more like this. And what we can also do is just underneath our icing, where we've got a couple more pixels, we can just add in a little bit of an under shadow underneath it. Then we'll go to our colors again and we'll grab the darkest tone on the far right of the top row. And we'll introduce the darkest shadow. So this is going to go around the right hand side here, darkening up here. We'll go round and underneath our icing. And what we want to try and achieve now is just almost like a 1 pixel row all the way underneath our icing in the majority of the design. So just underneath here, like so, till you get that nice little under shadow underneath the icing. Now in areas such as here, where I've got a couple of extra areas of space, I can go back to my colors and maybe grab this color just beside it and just reintroduce some slightly darker tones by just tapping a few times and now getting into sort of the individual pixels. But just to nicely add in some more detail, and even we could go to our colors again and grab the second color in that sort of collection of colors and just maybe just emphasize a little bit more of the underside here. Just adding in a few pixels under there. And again, when you zoom out, that really harsh shadow has really brought the whole thing together. And then what we can then do is go to our layers. We can go down to the blue background color. We can go to our colors and grab this color here at the bottom of the first column. And just underneath our donut, just simply just draw in a round sort of shape just to create a bit of a shadow underneath our donut, making it look like it does sort of sit on a surface. And then you can always go back to your background color in the top left of the palette if you need to maybe remove a row, for example, or even just chip into that shadow a tiny bit, just sort of refining the shape of it. And I'll just round off this a bit more till you end up with a shadow a bit more like that. And again, if you zoom all the way out to this point, your little donut makes perfect sense. But and again, when we zoom to this layer, you've now got the full design in its pixel quality. And then what you want to go ahead and do is you want to go to your actions, you want to turn off your drawing grid, and we'll pinch your 2 fingers and go full screen with 4. And there you go, you've got today's finished design. Now, if you want to share this on Instagram, for example, I recommend that you, instead of sharing this, Instagram won't like a 64 by 64 image. So what I recommend you do is do exactly what I just did a second ago, is go full screen with 4. If you take a screenshot, tap on the screenshot, and then what you can do is you can grab this node here at the bottom, crop into your image, and then you should have a nice big image that you can share nicely on Instagram. Hit done and save it to your library. Now that's it for today's design, but what I can now do is go ahead and send it to the Pixo 64 grid, which is a Wi-Fi smart display. And you can send any images from your phone using their app and display it in a 64 by 64 grid. You can also pull in live information such as your YouTube subscriber count, some Twitch information, your sports scores, or even your Fortnite kills. There's lots of different animations and designs to pick from by lots of different creators in the app. If you're interested in grabbing your own, there'll be a link in the description down below. Thank you so much to Davoom for sponsoring today's video. And with all that said, I'll see you in the next one.